What we have here today is something special by Seasonic, and we all know how much I love Seasonic's PSUs. The Seasonic FOCUS GX-1000 watt ATX 3.1 Sakura edition is basically a limited edition PSU. Now, what's special about this PSU? It has this white pink design that is inspired by Japan's Sakura, as its modern GPU support if you're looking for 12-volt high power ports, and it is fully customizable. Now, good cat, we do have Seasonic's sit-in right here, and I gotta thank the wonderful team at Seasonic and Newegg for sending this wonderful power supply so we could install it into Project Ninja. Let's go ahead and open this up because I'm really excited to show you guys. When you get something from Seasonic, it is just the heart of your system. You have no idea how important it is to have a reliable power supply. If you go with a cheap power supply, it always ends up in a heartache, especially if you are installing it with something as expensive as a RTX 5080 or 5090, or even if you do want to secure investments on something like a RX 9070 XT. And something that you could trust on the next generation, because Seasonic does offer one of the top of the line warranties that you can get when it comes to their power supplies. It's a 10-year warranty. They honor it tremendously. If you just reach out to them and know that you're running into some sort of issues with your power supply, they will pretty much immediately email you. And take a look at this wonderful color. Oh, very beautiful. And for everybody out there, they even give you a nice little Sakura flower, Hana. Of course, they have to feature the user manual. Oh, calm down, kitty. And they even give you a chance to win a $50 gift card. How wonderful. Inside comes the cable that will go really well with this case, that you'll never lose. Now, of course, on this side, you have the connectors where you can actually organize your cables to make it look nice and neat. Now, most power supplies don't come with something like this, so it can make it look much more, and even the cables are really nice. It has like a white pinkish tint to it. And they're actually all inside of the bag, inside of this case. Oh, and this will truly make the wires stick out, as it is much more decorative. I mean, just look how beautiful that is. Now, I gotta say, Seasonic gave this PSU cherry blossom inspired look instead of the usual plain black and white. It is also limited in a lot of regions out there. If you're able to get a power supply such as Seasonic's wonderful Sakura design, take advantage of the offer. Now, it is ATX 3.1 and PCI Express 5.1 if you guys are concerned about it. And even inside of this box here, oh wow, nice little foam, and they even have a nice little cover. And take a look at that. Talk about top tier quality. Now, if you look at this power supply, you take all the wonderful foam, it shows you how careful they are. And man, this is just beautiful. If you're curious about all the connections that they have, now it does have dual color 12-volt 2x6 GPU cables, and it includes native 12-volt 2x6 12 plus 4 pins. I mean, look at that. It is beautiful. I love the design on this. Now, what's different about the wires here is that they use 16 AWG engage, and they also use H++ terminals for stable current delivery. Now, this is a 80+ gold rated power supply. It doesn't mean that the quality is higher because of it, but this just simply means for energy efficiency. So you can save about 90% of power because of this power supply. Now, this is a fully modular design, so you're able just to plug in, hook up your connections how you please, and how you want to set up your PC. Now, if you're wondering about the fan itself, it uses 135 fluid dynamic bearing design, which generally is aimed at harder operations and better longevity compared to those cheaper fans that you would see on something like AliExpress. Now, it is a digital hybrid fan control, so the fan uses Seasonic's hybrid fan control, balancing cooling and noise depending on load. Now, it does have hop sync thermal sync design. Seasonic says that OptiSync improves, claim up to 48% more internal space through airflow and 8 times improved heat transfer through the PCB. Now, it does have storage protection features if you care about your files, such as OCP, OPP, OTP, OVP, SCP, and UVP, which covers overcurrent, overpower, overtemperature, overvoltage, short circuit, and under voltage protection. Again, this is a 10-year warranty if you choose to go with Seasonic's power supply, and rated operating temperature up to 50 degrees Celsius. And not Fahrenheit. It uses up to 100,000 hours MTBF excluding fan at 25 degrees Celsius. If you're curious about the cable layout that they do provide you, they give you a 24-pin motherboard U cable along with 2 CPU 8 to 4 pin cables, 3 PCI Express 8 to 6 pin cables, 1 12-volt high power ports, and 2 SATA cables, along with 4 total SATA connectors. They also do provide 1 Molex cable of your, if you do need to go that route. What truly stands this out is not just the raw wattage alone. 1000 watt gold ATX 3.1 PSUs are obviously common now. It's easy to get it from any brand. But what does Seasonic do to make it feel 100% different when you do use their products? It's the full Sakura theme, matching white and pink, modular cables, dual color, 12-volt high power port, cable combs, and the fact that this is a limited edition. Now, besides the aesthetics of this power supply, the cables are so high quality, they're not rigid. Other PSUs that you probably messed with, a lot of them have rigidity, where it's really hard to maneuver those cables. But Seasonic gives you a lot more flexibility. They include the comb so that way you can organize your power supply and your cables to make it look beautiful and neat. Isn't that right, Kat? And on top of it, the reliability is just one of the best in class. And its quiet operation certainly makes it worth an investment, especially when it comes to Seasonic. This isn't just a boring black and gray power supply that you typically run into. And it's even more aesthetically pleasing than a lot of white power supplies that you do see. Now, the combination when it comes with Project Ninja, well, that's certainly going to make the power supply and the cable stand out, especially since this is going to be an all black build. If you want to see this power supply in action, make sure you check out the Project Ninja video right above, as it comes together as one of the best budget builds, especially if you're expecting to get something like a steam machine and we're unable to. Well, this is the build you definitely got to check out. I hope you found this content very useful. I'm really excited to introduce this wonderful 1000 watt power supply, and I hope you sincerely get your hands on it because you can actually get it for a really decent deal. So thanks so much for watching. This is Chris Misa signing out.